If you've been watching my videos for a while now, you'll know that on this channel, I don't only post videos that solves a problem, videos that are only educational or entertaining. Most times, I just hit the record button and I rant about a problem that I have in Raid that I have no solution for. This is one of those ranting videos, so bear with me. You agree with me that this problem that I'm talking about is not new one. It's not a new one that just popped up today. It's something that every Raid player will eventually come across. I guess you should already know what I'm talking about. It's regarding the artifacts in Raidshadowlegends. Now, it's quite easy to head over to your artifacts and just select the bad ones and just delete, and you have a lot of space to farm new ones. That's the simple solution. It's called a gear cleanse, and I think I've done 1 or 2 videos like that. A lot of content creators, in fact all content creators, have done one video where they show you how to cleanse your artifacts, what gears to keep and what gears to sell. But what happens when you have an inventory full of gears to keep? That's something they don't prepare you for. Now, I've been playing Raid for over 2 years, so I'm beginning to come across that problem where every artifact I have right now is now a good gear. It's amongst the good one I kept when I was selling the bad ones. So the first thing you see there is a live set. You're like, why is Briggs keeping one sword from live set? When you click it and you see the stats, that's a triple roll on accuracy. So that's a gear to keep. I'll not go through my entire gear. I'm just giving you instances of what I mean by these artifacts are the ones to keep. You'll not find an artifact here that will not be rolled up. You say, yes, the easy solution is to roll up artifacts, right, to 8 or 4 to find out if they're worthy of keeping or not. Every artifact in my inventory right now is at 8 or 12. Maybe some are 4. Good luck finding one that's 4. Okay, that's one with 4 because it's a 5-star, I guess. But everything is basically 8 and 12. So this is scrolling to show you that I've actually weeded out the good ones from the bad ones. So right now I'm sitting at 128 max space with about 18 more space to go. And this 18 space, I just got it before hitting recording of this video. I'm faced with a difficult situation where I'm forced to delete 5-star gear. I wanted to keep that one as one of the solutions I'm using to fix the problem, but I'll tell you right now, there are no solutions to fix this problem. If you're a hoarder like me, well, not really a hoarder, if you play the game and you know which artifacts are good for your champions or not, you will keep them. You will keep the good ones and not be able to sell them out. The only problem you'll be faced now is you begin to rank your good artifacts out of a scale of 1 to 10. How good is this artifact really? We know it's good, but you have to put them on a scale now. If it scales at 4 to 1, it will be a sell. But it scales at 5 to 10, that it may be a keep. That's the maths and the difficult situation I find myself doing now, grading my artifacts. Of course, if you had the Hades 2 artifact extractor, which kind of gives your artifact some ranking there, if you're paid, or I think it's a premium feature, right? If you paid for that premium feature, you can see how your artifacts are graded and find out amongst the good ones which one are bad. I think that too will be a nice one to help you make that decision. But because I tell you, it's not an easy decision to make. Let me give you an instance right now. I'm in crit damage sets, right? And I want to delete one. Let's not go through, or let's do with weapons. Let's find out which weapon here is on a low scale and how I can just delete it to have one more space. So if I click right here, I have that's a sell. I don't know why I kept this one. I'm here talking about good ones, but I guess I kept it because of the speed. I thought it was going to roll speed one more time, but we're not going to take any chances here. This is an artifact for a champion that does damage and it rolls HP twice, so that's a sell. This is a 1-star on the good artifact scale. So the only thing that was good about it was the attack percentage and the speed, and it didn't roll both ways, so it's a sell. So that's kind of guides you on the way I'm choosing now to. I know there are some videos that have been done out there. I think it's by Fly Elite, where he went into deep detail about how to do your gear cleanse in terms of which substats you really need on this artifact. I find myself referring to those old videos. Those videos are from 2020, 2021. I think it's 2020. They are old, but they still apply till today. Although when those videos were released, 6-star artifacts was not really Was that a thing? Level 20, they were a thing, but level 25 dungeons, we were not spoiled with 6-star artifacts like this. You know, you could get 6-star artifacts from level 20 dungeons, but it was on a very low chance. But right now, we are forced to keep only 6 stars because we have so much of them. So let me find out one more to delete. In this has gone resistance. On a damage dealer, we usually don't build resistance, but I'm going to keep it just because of that 6-star percentage that I'm seeing right there, and see if it's going to roll speed one more time. It's already at level 10 and there's an artifact enhancement event running right now. Let's see if it's going to roll to the right spot, either speed or attack. If it rolls accuracy, I don't think it would be a good one. I said it, I called it. It rolled accuracy. It's not a good one. But if my nuker needs accuracy for some dumb reason, maybe I'll keep this one. Maybe. So that's this already went HP, but it has crit damage. My roll crit damage, one more roll of crit damage would make me keep it. If it rolls resistance, one more roll, I'll delete it instantly. So that's the grading. The one we just did that roll accuracy, I'll grade it at 5 out of 10. So it's not yet at level 1, 4 to 1. If I rate it at 4 to 1, I'll sell it immediately. So resistance, I'll sell this despite it rolling one crit damage roll right there. That's still not enough. If I needed somebody for crit damage, I guess this will not be the artifacts I use. It will be something that already has crit rate on the weapon. That's what I think. Crit rate on the weapon is what mostly I go for, not crit damage. But if it has crit damage and crit rate, even better. I don't mind even if there's no speed, because we're talking about a damage artifacts right now. So I'm not going to drag out this video and show you how I decide each, but you see that it's a very difficult situation to choose between your babies, because these are your best of your best. So you need to spend time if you need space, because that's what I find myself doing. I need space right now because check out, I found some artifacts and I do not have space to even bring them into my inventory. That's why I went to find more 20 space. So I'm gonna grab the 20 right now. So my inbox has become my new storage for artifacts, like many of us. So if you find yourself in this situation, I'd like to know from you in the comments below how you're solving it, because it's not like you can go there and buy more space for your artifacts. No, I talked about a solution once in a previous video where I said the easiest solution for you is to go to your champions that you're not currently using. Let's say this dude, right, that has no artifacts, and just put your good artifacts on them. I said this is a solution that gives you what, 6 more space. You choose another champion that you're not currently using, but you're not going to crunch. You put 6 good artifacts on them, whether they are 3-star, whether they are 4-star, it doesn't matter. Just use them. Even if they are in the vault, put artifacts on them and throw them in the vault. I say that as a solution, but right now in this current date, I don't think that's a worthy that's a solution worth attempting. Why? It's not because of the silver it will take you to bring out those artifacts from those champions. It's just because when you put those artifacts on a champion you're not currently using, it boosts your player power in a very high amount. You take artifacts, you put on one champion, your player power just goes up. You put another champion, your player power goes up. And with the way the arena is right now, you don't want to find yourself in gold 4, the bottom gold 4, losing battles because you pushed your player power so high that you're fighting champions, players that are even higher level than you are in terms of player power. So I wouldn't recommend that video anymore. That was the old bricks that wasn't sure if it was desperate for space, and it took a bunch of artifacts and put in a bunch of champions, and it created space for me at that moment, yes. But in the long run, when I go to my gold 4, before the problem of arena even started, and if you cannot clear the bottom, we're talking about bottom gold 4, you should be able to clear your entire or lose 1 or 2, no problem, but win 8 or 9, that would be a nice one. Not come here, win 3, lose the rest. So that's what your bottom of your tier should look like. If you're not doing it, maybe you belong in a lower tier than what you're currently on. So that's the reason why I don't think it's necessary or a good idea for you to put artifacts on all champions that you're not currently using, because you need space for them. So I'm serious that I need solution from you guys. If there's any special formula that you need to select your artifacts, like you see my scaling method where I say 1 to 10 and I put them on a scale. If it's a bad scale, I'll sell it immediately. I even keep offense. Nobody keeps offense anymore. Now there is something I do that I might share with you as a solution if you're end game like myself. We think 6 stars are better than 5 stars. There are some 6 stars that are rare that are better than some 5 stars that are legendary. That's a fact. There are some 5 stars that are legendary that are better than a 6 star that is legendary. That's also a fact. So deleting all your 6 stars might not be the solution, but when you want to do this type of selection process, I'll suggest you start from the 5 stars first. I mean, deleting all your 5 stars is not the solution. So let's do filter from rarity, select the 5 stars. So when it shows you all your 5 stars in your account, this is where you should start deleting from. That's what I think. I'm talking about these ones that are rare. I just kept them because they roll speed, you know. So if you think you need space, I think you should start from the 5 stars if you're end game. Now for a newer player or a mid-game player, I do not recommend you delete your 5 stars at all. I'm only doing it because at the point of when I'm even farming the campaigns or farming the dungeons, I don't bring 5 stars into the account except they are legendary. That's one of the filters I did set for RSL Helper, to sell all 5-star rares. I don't want to see them anymore. I don't care even if it's a speed boots or speed double speed roll for weapon. I don't keep that anymore. I have 1 or 2 that I might use in the future. That's why I'm not deleting them yet. But if I'm desperate enough and I have better 6 stars to replace them, I'll eventually take out the 5 stars. So that's another solution, I guess. So I guess I'm not just spitting out problems, I'm also giving some few solutions. So this is an example of a new one that just came into my account. I only let it come into the account because it's a legendary. And if it doesn't roll speed, the crit is already 4%. That means that's a bad roll right there. Even if it rolls triple crit, it won't be enough for me to use it on somebody that needs crit, I guess. So if I should roll it right now, speed, if it goes to attack, instant sell. So that's not even on the scale of 1 to 10. It's on the scale of 0. It's not even on my scale at all. It only came into my account because it's a legendary. So yes, even if it's an accuracy chest, it might be useful. So I decided to call this video Raid's Biggest Problem. And if you're end game or if you're a mid game beginner player, you eventually come across the problem. It's one that every player will encounter, and right now it has no permanent solution. That's just the truth. We're all just playing guess game. I know there are some players in the game or some content creators who have a grasp on the best artifacts to sell or the best ones to keep. They even put their services out there, and they do gear cleanses for you. They can take my account right now and take out the bad stuff that I'm not seeing. It's my account. That's why I'm feeling like everything is good. But if somebody else looks into the account, he will find some stuff that I'm not seeing and sell that off for me and create like 100 space for me. That's something I would like. I would really appreciate it. But because right now, from my view, my 5-star lifesteal is even too much. Why am I keeping this? Even some that you've already taken to 16 and you're using it on champions before. Now you have better gear. You shouldn't keep them anymore, like this one that rolled attack 14% and speed 1. That's a sell. Even if it's level 16, that's a sell right now, because my lifesteal is not something I'm using right now for the clan boss or for Doom Tower either. I don't think it's a piece that I'm using a lot of. So attack percentage on it is not even something I'll use on a damage dealer. So I'll need to do more of this scaling of my artifact from 1 to 10 and delete more of them. Alright, I've rambled enough about my problem that I'm facing right now in Raid, because an artifact enhancement event is going on, and the only way I can win this event or finish the artifact enhancement event is just take some artifact from 15 to 16. Back in my day when I was a mid game or end game player at that time, I used to take artifacts from 4 to 8, from 0 to 4. That's how I used to beat artifact enhancement event. But right now, because I do not have space for that type of scaled events where I'll take a bunch of artifacts from 8 or 8 to 12 and win those or finish those events. I'm currently going through artifacts like this and pushing them to 16 and using that as a way to win it. And you must say, okay, silver is Raid's biggest problem. No, right now this is my biggest problem. I solved my silver problem by doing this. Check out this video that I talked about where I farmed spider 25. Yes, I'm farming spider 25 for 1 week, for 2 weeks, giving me almost 50 or 60 million silver. And then you see right now I have 27 million. I'm not bothered about silver anymore. So as a free to play, all this I'm talking about as a totally free to play. I didn't spend money in the game, and you also can do it if you play the game daily, or if you don't have something else better to do with your time. All right, in the comments below, like I said, drop your ways that you navigate the artifact enhancement, or how you are able to create more space, because I can't be playing my game like this. It makes me build champions I don't really need, or because I need 6 more space. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you in the comments also. Good night.